Merry Christmas, everybody. It's Travis here with a Christmas Day upload. If that's not a sign that I'm on the grind and you should subscribe, then I don't know what is. But without further ado, we'll get right into it. Paddy Pimblett has said in his YouTube video, he said yeah, the opponent said yeah, and he'll see you at the top. And so people are thinking this might be Paddy Pimblett versus Michael Chandler. And if we take a deeper dive into this, Paddy Pimblett uploaded a YouTube video on his channel now. You could subscribe to that, but he hints at his next opponent, and here's what he says.
People have been speculating about you and fighting this and that. I'm coming for that belt, so I'm looking for higher ranked fighters, and I'm sure you'll see a fight announcement soon enough. I've said yeah, the opponent said yeah, we just need to get stuff signed. So there's no discord, everyone. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you at the top.
So then, him saying he'll see you at the top, if you know a little bit about Michael Chandler, you'll know that's what he said in his infamous call out to Conor McGregor, that he'll see you at the top. So people are thinking that that is Paddy Pimblett calling out Michael Chandler. So the comment actually no longer seems to be here, but there was a comment that said, I'm assuming by when you said see you at the top that you're going to fight Michael Chandler, and Paddy hearted the comment, and you can see that because it's his YouTube channel. It is deleted, not sure why that is, or maybe I just somehow can't find it, but I'm scrolling through all 227 of these comments and I cannot find it, but it's basically confirming that they are fighting next. People on Twitter are reporting that they're fighting next, so it really seems like that's what's about to go down here. So we will take a look now at where each fighter is in the stage of the career and who I think will win this fight. So we'll look at Paddy Pimblett first. Paddy Pimblett entered the UFC and he has gone 6-0 since then. You have a first round knockout, then you have a submission, a controversial decision that a lot of people thought he should have lost and that he only won due to his popularity. I will have to rewatch that again to see that, but I remember when I saw it, I thought Jared Gordon won, but Paddy got the job done. He's gone on to have 2 more wins since, even though one was Tony Ferguson. The next one is Bobby King Green, who everybody thought Bobby was going to beat Paddy. I guess we'll call him King. That's his new name now. Everyone thought he was going to beat Paddy. You know, he's a vet. He's still dangerous, has really good knockout power. And Paddy submits him in round 1. And King Green is not a guy who gets submitted. So you can see it here actually on the screen. But that was really impressive. It kind of shifted the narrative back in a positive light for Paddy's career after that controversial win and the Tony Ferguson win, because Tony's nearing the end of his career. But people are seeing the hype again in Paddy and seeing how good he is. So he has said he wants to fight up the rankings because he's looking to go for the belt. And Michael Chandler is still a ranked fighter. I believe he's still in the top 10, just barely. And if we look at his history, he entered the UFC, beat Dan Hooker, fought for the belt, lost against Charles Oliveira, lost against Dustin Gaethje, beat Tony Ferguson with that front kick to the face and just started Tony Ferguson's downfall, and then lost to Poirer and lost to Oliveira, as we know. So Chandler is 2-6 since entering the UFC, but he has faced the best of the best in every single one of his fights. So Paddy Pimblett is a downgrading competition, whereas Michael Chandler is an upgrading competition for Paddy. Chandler has to fight down the ranks since he's been losing, and Paddy deserves to fight up the ranks since he's been winning. So it's kind of the classic where the older guy up the rankings, whose career is on a downward trajectory, is fighting the younger guy who is coming up the rankings and his career is on an upward trajectory, and they're meeting here. And this is going to be a telling point for both their careers. I don't think that there is a way for Chandler to get back in the title picture and fighting for the title realistically, given his age. But this is going to see if he's going to stay at the top and fight guys like maybe if Poirer wants another one, McGregor, whoever else. Or if he loses this, I'm not really sure what fights are available for him in the UFC. If you pass up on the McGregor fight, rightfully so, you lose to Oliveira, and then you lose to Paddy Pimblett, I don't know how you could justify still fighting McGregor after that. That kind of ruins a lot of the hype around that fight, because you're fighting Michael Chandler, who's on a 4-fight losing streak. Even though he does deserve the fight, that would be Michael Chandler being 2-5 in his UFC career, coming off of 3 losses. So I don't think that you could justify. Well, you could have the fight, but I don't think it's going to be as hyped up as it would be if he beats Paddy Pimblett. But loss against Paddy Pimblett would be a really tough way and kind of look like a way out the door for Chandler here. But a win for Paddy Pimblett, what would that do for him? That puts him in the title picture. Not right fighting for the title, but it puts him one fight away from being justified to fight for the title. And we know fighters who get fan push, get that Dana White push as well, that they are more likely to get a title fight and easier matchups. You know, someone like Merab, who's not as entertaining of a fighter, didn't have a big fan base. It took him so many wins to be able to fight for a title. But someone like Paddy, if he beats Chandler, then maybe they toss him against someone like Gaethje or Oliveira or someone. And then if he wins that, they throw him right into a title fight with whoever the champ is, Makhachev, or maybe Makhachev moves up and it's someone else. So that's a realistic path for the title for Paddy Pimblett. And it will be really interesting to see how this fight is. It will tell the signs for each of their careers. And who do I think is going to win? I think Michael Chandler is going to win. And I think Chandler has just been fighting at a very high level against the best competition for quite some time. I think that Charles Oliveira is a much better fighter than Paddy Pimblett, and Michael Chandler had times where he almost beat Charles Oliveira in both of their fights. Same with Poirer, and all of his fights have looked winnable. So by Michael Chandler having these close fights with the best guys in the world, I think that he is going to have that experience and skill to beat Paddy Pimblett at this stage in his career. If he waited a year or two, I would say likely that Paddy would win, but if it goes down in the first half of 2025, I think that Michael Chandler does win this fight, although I can see Paddy winning this fight. Chandler does not have the best fight IQ, and I could see Paddy getting it done. He keeps getting better and better each fight, but given their talent and who they have fought in the past, I do think that Chandler is able to get this win and make his career in the UFC more respectable, getting a win over someone like Paddy Pimblett, who is a rising star in the company and a ranked fighter. But let me know what you guys think. Is Michael Chandler going to win? Is Paddy Pimblett going to win? Who do you guys have? Let me know in the comments, because I'm really interested to hear your view. And this is going to go down likely in March at UFC London. Not 100% confirmed, but it's what everybody seems to be thinking is going to happen. They're definitely going to put Paddy on that card, being he's from Europe. So let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.